Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into a piece of gear that's really the central brain for a lot of commercial audio setups.
We are. We're looking at the DBX DBX641MV, a 6x4 digital zone processor.
Right, and our mission today is to, quickly break down what it does, its core design, and some of the, well, surprisingly clever tech inside it.
And the whole philosophy of this device really comes down to one word: stability. It's a fixed architecture, 6 inputs, 4 outputs.
What does that actually mean, fixed architecture?
It means the signal path is pre-configured. You have your input processing, then a central routing matrix, and then your output processing. It's rigid on purpose.
To make it more reliable, I assume, less chance for an installer to mess something up.
Exactly. In a restaurant or a big retail store, you just need it to work every single time.
Okay, let's talk about those 6 inputs because they're not all created equal. I see 4 balanced mic line inputs and then 2 unbalanced RCA pairs.
Yeah, those RCAs are usually for your background music sources, but the 4 mic inputs, they use Euroblock connectors.
And for anyone who doesn't spend their days wiring racks, why is that a big deal?
It's all about a solid connection. Euroblocks are these screw-down terminals. You put the wire in, you tighten the screw, and it is not coming loose. Think about years of vibrations in a venue.
Ah, so it's about long-term reliability.
Right. And those channels also have physical gain controls and plus 15 volts of phantom power. So you can plug in a high-quality condenser mic and set your levels right there on the box.
So the 6x4 setup is great, but, a lot of places need more than 4 zones. What happens when you need to add a patio or an overflow room?
And that's where one of its most critical features comes in. It's called the link bus.
The link bus.
Yeah, it's a port on the front that lets you send a perfect copy of your first 6 audio channels to another zone PRO unit.
So you just chain them together.
You just chain them. If you need 8 zones instead of 4, you just add a second box. It's incredibly efficient.
Now, even with the fixed I/O, I read about configurable insert positions. What kind of processing are we talking about there?
So this is where you get your flexibility back. You get 2 insert slots on the input side and 1 on the output.
And you can put, what, an EQ?
You can put a graphic EQ, compression, automatic gain control, whatever you need, but only on the channel that needs it. So you can fix a feedback issue on one mic without touching the music on another input.
That's pretty powerful. But the feature that really stands out, the one that sounds almost like marketing hype, is auto warmth rim.
It does sound like it, doesn't it? But it's a psychoacoustic function. It's all about how the human ear works.
Okay, so break that down. What is it actually doing?
You know how when you turn music down really low, it starts to sound thin and tunny, like the bass and the treble just vanish?
Yeah, completely.
Auto Warmth 3 actively counteracts that. As the volume drops, it suddenly boosts those low and high frequencies so the sound still feels full and rich, even at a whisper.
That's fascinating. It's designing for human perception, not just for a meter.
Precisely. And the foundation for all this processing is really solid. It uses the DBX type IV conversion system.
Which, in practical terms, means what for the sound quality?
It means the noise floor is incredibly low. The dynamic range is over 113 dB. So your system is just clean. No hiss, even when you're combining a bunch of signals.
Okay, so you've got this 1U box. It weighs about 6 pounds. It's installed in a rack. How do people actually control it day to day?
Well, for the installer, it's all about the Zone PRO Designer software. It even has a configuration wizard to walk you through setup, which is huge for avoiding errors.
A wizard, I like that. But what about the staff, the manager who just needs to turn up the music in the main dining room?
And for them, you have the optional ZC controllers. They're just simple little wall panels. A knob for volume, a button to change the source. That's it.
You keep the complexity hidden away from the end user.
You have to. The installer uses the software, the staff uses the knob.
So for you listening, what we've really got here is a super reliable professional audio distribution system. It balances that rigid, predictable architecture with some really powerful and, frankly, smart digital processing.
It really is smart. And I think the big idea to take away from this is that modern audio design has moved past just raw specs.
How so?
Well, features like Auto Warmth show that it's as much about understanding auditory psychology, how we actually perceive sound, as is about the electronics.
That's a great point.
It kind of leaves you with a thought, doesn't it? In this world of perfect digital audio, maybe the best sounding systems aren't the most technically perfect, but the ones that are smart enough to compensate for the imperfections of the human ear.